UFC 190 kicked off in a major way, ladies and gentlemen. You want to talk about blood and brutality. You want to talk about the guts and the will, the fire, the desire to win and go through in a fight between two girls who measured up rather nicely. But in the end, ladies and gentlemen, it went the distance, which I was happy of. The first of two girl fights tonight at UFC. But Gadelha came away with the win over Aguilar, who, she showed great determination during this fight. But obviously the judges scored 94% for Gadelha over Aguilar. And excuse me for the pronunciation of my names. I'm not too good with names here. I love UFC. I'm a big fight fan. But, I'm Irish. I'm from the New York, Boston area, Massachusetts area. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to pronounce these names correctly. But you know what? I'm in it for the girls. I'm in it for the guts and the determination, the brutality. And that's exactly what was featured in this fight. This fight had everything. This thing had you on the edge of your seat. Now, for most of the fight, Gadelha had it over, her adversary. But it's what Aguilar showed in this to go on and not give up and keep fighting. And although she ultimately ended up losing the fight, the fact that it went the distance shows me that she's here to stay and she's going to remain a fighter because, even though it was a losing effort, Gadelha comes away with the victory, and in my opinion, I think she's actually a little bit hotter than Aguilar is, and I think there's going to need to be, she's going to have to brush up a little bit, and but I'm glad it went to 3 rounds. It went the distance, and that's all you can ask for. And this was only the first fight to kick things off at UFC, so can you imagine what the rest of the night? Rio de Janeiro, what is it going to be like tonight, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to be a night, I think, of surprises and shocks, and a night where Ronda Rousey, ladies and gentlemen, is going to go and put that undefeated streak on the line against another undefeated streak. It's undefeated challenger versus undefeated champion. So, big ups here for Gadelha getting the victory tonight to kick things off in a major way. Like I said, I just am amazed at the guts and the determination that the loser showed in this contest, and you got to give it up to her. But I wouldn't say she's a loser at all, because even though she got a busted, bloody nose, the fact that, she couldn't probably breathe good, she probably couldn't see good, she finished the fight, she still went in it and gave everything she had, but in the end, it was just too little, too late. Your comments, your opinions, UFC 190 commentary, comments continues. Subscribe.